Hello and welcome to another TT Rex video. Today I'm going to be talking about my Nekros and Nekros Prime build. Pretty simple. Let's start off with a few things that easy to show. It's easy to show you on a mission. First off, Desecrate. When you pop it, it shows you a ring of the area of how far it affects. As you can tell, it's not that far, even with improved range mods on it. But you don't need it super long unless you're doing like the planes. And then you'll want to add more range mods to it, but that's really all there is to that. Another thing, your Shadows of the Dead. As you can tell, I used pink energy. There is a reason for this. It is because you don't want to use blue or yellow energy, because then once you get up to like the higher missions with the corpus and stuff, with all those nullifier bubbles, you have blue and yellow energy nullifier bubbles from the enemy, so you don't want to confuse that with the nullifier bubbles that you are using with your Shadows of the Dead. Alright, we're back at my ship here. I guess I'll get into the build and start explaining some stuff here. Okay, so I use Rejuvenation for my aura mod. I've seen a lot of people use Energy Siphon and Physique. I've tried them, but for Physique, don't really need it if you're recharging your health anyways, and it's not really that much of an increase in health, so it doesn't really matter too much. Energy Siphon, don't really need it because the main ability you're using is Desecrate. Yes, you're using Shadows of the Dead, but with Equilibrium here, I'm picking up health and energy with every orb, so it doesn't really matter, and I'm usually at full health and energy at all times until I get up to super high levels, but that's besides the point. So yeah, I use Rejuvenation to heal myself and my teammates a little bit better. And for Redirection, I've seen a lot of people use Vitality, but Redirection, I've tried Vitality too. Redirection just helps a little bit better because, again, you're using the health for your Desecrate instead of energy, and yes, more health would make it so you can kill more enemies and stuff, but if you don't have the shields, the enemies are going to be hitting your health, and you don't want that. You want them to hit your shield, if anything. You don't want them to hit your health. Another thing, I have Augur Cord and Augur Reach on. More shield capacity, of course. Augur Reach because you want the range. You could do Augur Message, but as you saw, the reach for the Desecrate isn't super wide. You could where is it, the I don't know. You could do another range mod if you really wanted to, but I prefer the Augur set mainly because of spending energy gives you a shield. If you're at full shield, it'll give you an overshield for the amount that you used, which is very nice. It'll also, like, it doesn't keep stacking, but it does scale a little bit to how strong the enemies are, which is very nice too. For Shield of Shadows, it's pretty easy to get. I've seen people use Rage. For me, it's not really not as helpful as Shield of Shadows. Like, I get why they use Rage, but again, with Equilibrium, I'm getting health and energy back, so I don't really want to be using my energy. Like, if I'm using Rage, it's basically like I'm not using Despoil at all, so it's like a wasted mod. There's not really any point to it. except for like I can see like later on when you get hit when there's stronger enemies, but with the Shadows of the Dead, enemies are usually attacking your shadows and not you, provided that you stay near your shadows. If you go, let's see, I got prime continuity. Keep my shadows up as long as possible. It also, like with the duration, it prevents their health from going down faster. Like it slows down their basically disappearing, like the shadows disappearing, prevents their health from going down like as fast as it does. Helps out a lot. Steel fiber, again, armor, so I don't get hit so hard. Very helpful. Coaction drift. I use coaction drift. You don't have to. It helps with rejuvenation, but I mean, people use power drift, which helps a lot, or like basically any of the other drifts really. You can cunning drift, you can use for more range. Speed drift, so your Shadows of the Dead casting doesn't take so long. But if you're gonna do that, you might as well use natural talent, so it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, I prefer coaction drift just so my rejuvenation, I recharge a little bit faster than just having rejuvenation, and I don't die very easily. And yeah, that's about it for the build. There's a bunch of different build videos out there to show you how different people use Nekros, but I'm just showing you how I prefer my Nekros build to be. And if anyone's wondering, the Augur set and the Gladiator set you can get from bounties in Cetus. You can look up online where you get like Equilibrium. Not quite sure where I got it. I forgot. It's been a long time since I've gotten Equilibrium. The drift mod get from puzzles on Lua. So after you beat the second dream, you can go on Lua and try and find those puzzles. Most of them are pretty easy. And primed mod, you can switch out regular prime continuity out for regular continuity. Where is it? I don't know where it's at. Oh, it's right there. Duh. I'm an idiot. You can switch it out. Again, I don't have prime continuity maxed out because that takes a lot of credits and endo. But yeah, if you don't have prime continuity, just use regular continuity. Or like I said, you could use Augur Message instead. Duration doesn't matter. And that would also give you more of a it'd go up to 160% of energy spent on ability, so it'd give you more of an overshield. But again, you don't really need the overshield too much until you get to super high levels. But then again, enemies will attack your shadows instead of you if you have your Shadows of the Dead up. So that's it for the video, and thank you for watching.